Hey guys, Bathroom Wade is here and we're doing our next review, and it's the Marvel Legends Beast, and he is a awesome figure. Cannot stress you how cool he is. I got him last week, as you saw in the last haul. I got him with a bunch of other figures for under 50 bucks. Great buy. I didn't have a Beast before I bought him, and seeing him I just knew I had to get him. He's what triggered me going through the bin looking for other things. We must have had a guy come in who sold a fair bit of his figures. So yeah, I am absolutely cheering for this figure. So started off, I'll give you a little rundown on this colour. He's got such a detailed blue that really went all the way. So you can see he's got a lighter blue here where there's less fur. Then when there's more fur it gets darker. I think at any given point there's 3 different colours. See under here he's got veins, small details like that that really make the figure awesome. So look there. So articulation wise, he'd have to be one of the best figures I've ever seen. I mean, work our way down. He's got jaw articulation, neck articulation that goes forward, 360 side to side. His neck and his head are 2 separate pieces, but I do have an issue with the neck, which I'll go on about later. He's got ball jointed arms. They go up to about here. I don't know if that's because that's just where the joint, yeah, it's just where the joint ends. So it's not that big a deal. This arm does in fact go higher than the other arm. I think that's more because of this one's impeded by the fur. It's no big deal, it's very cool. Upper bicep swivel, that does go full 360. Single jointed elbows. Rotating upper wrist, forward back wrist. This one doesn't go all the way back, it goes only to about here. Comes in at a full right angle up there. He's got a kind of an individual fingers. He's got one finger here, his thumb that goes in and out, and these 3 fingers move out. It's really cool. Individual finger is always nice on figures. He's got no upper chest or like up hip joint here, which from when I first saw it I thought it would. That's just the way the figure's contorted, looks like it does, but it's not a large deal with all the other articulation in the figure. He's got waist articulation. He can go with a full 360. He has the DC joint leads on all their figures, so he goes forward and down to about there, so it doesn't go back anymore, and then it comes out, and then it's got this bit here that goes out to about there, if you can see that. I know there are some people who aren't fans of those legs, but it doesn't bother me that much. For like with Beast, you do want that kind of sprawled look those legs give. Yeah, that's more a personal preference. He's got full 360 upper thigh, double jointed knees. He's got a wrist, ankle joint here, upper thigh, upper shin, sorry. Goes all the way up. He's got ankle articulation, so ankle pivot, and he's got toe articulation. So as like articulation wise, he's one of the best. He probably have to be the best figure I've seen. He's so good. Size, I'll get him full standing up straight. He's actually a large figure. It's kind of deceptive because he's so set the way he is, stacked almost. He doesn't look large, but compare him to the 2-pack Ronin, who's a pretty standard figure. He's almost a head taller than him, so he's got like width. He's a really thick figure as well. So yeah, he's a really good size. Compare him with the Marvel Select Colossus, and like that's on one of the taller Marvel Selects. That's where he comes up. And I think that's right, as like in the comics. That's a good size ratio. I'll get onto this guy in another time. But yeah, you're getting your money's worth when you buy this figure. I definitely recommend him. So on some individual bits, I'll get a close up of his head. His head bothers me a little bit because he looks kind of almost too Beast-like. I always envision Beast as a more friendly, caregiving guy. And this little line here, I don't know what they were doing with that. It's almost like he's had a muzzle on. I don't know. He's got detail in the fingers. If you look there, that's a 2-tone finger underneath. Now, with the shorts, jocks, I don't know what you call them here. There's a blue in there. There's a blue and on his beast ass. That's very chromatic looking. You can see that really clearly. Let's get a good look at the beast ass. Get back. The one major issue I do have with the figure though, is his neck. Like, he just kind of, his neck's got no detail on it at all, and it's kind of disappointing when you've got this really awesome figure they've gone all out with, and then they've just kind of just chucked that on there. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal. Like, as a figure, he's well worth whatever you're going to pay for him. I think he's relatively cheap on eBay. Don't quote me on that though. So I definitely recommend this figure, guys. So yeah, comment below what you think of the review. Pick up Beast and enjoy. See you next time.